The thing I love about Division III athletics the most is that you're here to play because you want to play. There's no one giving you athletic scholarship to be here. You're here because you have a true love and a true passion for your sport.
I knew when I was in high school I wanted to play Division III athletics. I wanted to play soccer, and I wanted to go to a school where I could balance an academic life and a social life and playing sports.
Being on an athletic team in Division III is a lot like being in a dance troupe or in the orchestra. It's an activity that's alongside traditional academic work, but it's also connected with it in various ways. So I think a Division III athlete comes to a college for the education at the college, and the athletic experience is one of the extracurricular experiences that the student is engaged in, but they might also be doing a lot of other things as well.
Division III athletics is important for a couple of different things. You get more of a relationship with your coach. It's more about academics, and when you go out to the workforce, you're going to be more accountable with leadership and honesty and integrity.
I think Division III athletics is very important. I think it's an essential part of the makeup of student athletes. Not everyone's going to get the opportunity to receive an athletic scholarship to participate in a Division I or Division II institution, but there are a lot of students that still have a great passion for that extracurricular or sport that they're involved in. And because they do love it, and it is part of who they identify themselves with, I think it's important that they have that ability to express themselves through sport, through play, through effort.
I think what makes Earlham athletes special is that they do so many things beyond athletics here.
I do research with my advisor, so I spend about 3 hours a week outside of regular class going into the lab.
I'm proud when I tell people I'm on the women's soccer team at Earlham. That means something.
They have all the necessary tools here to help you succeed. So if you are determined to work hard, you'll achieve your goal.
We have a multitude of students that are involved in a lot of other extracurricular activities here at Earlham, and athletics tends to be just one of those.
Football is as extra. It's an extracurricular activity, and grades come first.
Of all the places I've seen and been, I haven't experienced the truth of a well-rounded athlete as I have at Earlham College.
I studied abroad in New Zealand last year, which was phenomenal, and then a few months after, I went off and did research in Armenia.
I think we find that our student athletes are often the most highly organized students on campus, because you can't do a complete academic program as well as a varsity program without being highly organized, having an ability to do homework on a bus, going to a game effectively.
I do my best work when I have almost too much to do, because it really keeps me on schedule.
You go on trips all the time, and the trips are what you tell 5-10 years down the road. It's not whether you won or lost, it's the bonding that you're able to do.
Many students just love their sport, and I think that love for their sport gives them the energy to learn how to commit and have discipline.
Playing sports here has really complemented the learning that I do in the classroom.
You get like a big bond with your teammates, and they all just cheer you on, and you still get to stay fit and active, even though academics definitely comes first.
There's a certain closeness in the intentional community that is Earlham that allows for these students to share in each other's successes and sorrows, if you will. So they develop friendships and bonds. I think you're more likely at Earlham College to see the captain of the football team hanging out with students that participate in theater.
You learn how to work well with people and adapt to their needs while still accommodating yours.
I was able to take the year off and pursue student government and get really involved with Earlham, and then I was able to come back, and I was welcomed back to the team.
My experience with sports at Earlham has had the biggest impact on me. Things aren't always the easiest, so the value of hard work really means a lot when you leave this place. And just being on a team surrounded by people that were so different than I was, it just really opened me to beyond my small town that I came from.
It's like I get the best of both worlds. I get to compete against other schools, and yet it does not consume my entire life.
Division III week is exciting because it gives us an opportunity to show that the student athletes at a small liberal arts college, an NCAA Division III college, has the same amount of passion and dedication and commitment as any place else in the country. As a Division I BCS school, or a Division I mid-major school as they call it, all of those passions and all of those commitments that those athletes share are the same.